Okay, so we're going to be looking at Cuando voy a la playa, when I go to the beach. And you're going to be doing quite a lot of work on this, not just today, but we're going to really work so we can tell stories about going to the beach, taking it into more detail. First thing I'd like you to do before you even watch this video is to go through and cross out any English you don't need. Two reasons. One, you don't need it, and the other, just so you can have a good look through this sheet first. So hopefully you've done that already, if it's in the instructions from your teacher. If you haven't, pause the video now, and before you do anything, if you know that nadar is to swim, just cross that out. If you think explorar, oh, that's to explore, I know that. I didn't know it, but I can guess. Cross it out. Puedo, I can. Just get rid of the things, get rid of the English you don't need. Okay? Right, I'll let you pause and do that. Good, well that was quick, well done. Hopefully you've had a good look around the sheet. You've found that this colour, this column, like the one where we have the free time, this is all the stuff that is I like, I can, I want, I have to, I'm going to. These cheats for the past, I decided to, I was going to. In the middle is all the things for the beach. Here you've got all your AR verbs. Here you've got your ER verbs, your IR verbs, and here you've got the verb to go and the verb to do, which are irregular, which as we move on to past tenses will be more important. And here's people and places. Here's the weather in the present, and then some time words at the weekend, in the holidays, 2 years ago, next year. And down the bottom your connectives, which I hope for some of these you've crossed out the English, because you don't really need it. Okay, right. You're going to speak some Spanish now. So either warn your family you're going to be speaking Spanish, or move to somewhere where they can't hear you, because I'm going to tell you what to say, and you're going to say it in Spanish after me, just like you would in class. Here we go. When I go to the beach, yeah, there it is, say it. Cuando voy a la playa. Now you say it. When I go to the beach, I like to explore, especially, now we're coming down the bottom for a connective, find it, if it is sunny. Right, start again from the beginning. When I go to the beach, I like to explore, especially if it is sunny. Make sure you say hace, sol with the th on that. And I can look for shells and draw elephants in the sand. Find it. Make sure we get a ch in here, please. And dibujar elefantes en la arena. And that's a arena, means sand. Okay, we've done what we like. But I don't like, make sure you're saying it in Spanish, to go shopping, because I prefer to explore. Okay, good. Now we're going to go into the past and give an example. For example, at the weekend, I know it's the end of week, but we say at the weekend. Let's stick with our cheats for now. I was going to do my homework. It's down here with the verbs to do. But my mum said, my mum is mi madre. That's not on here because you're supposed to know that. Mi madre, and this one is she said. Write it on the sheet if you've printed it off. My mum said, it's sunny. I want... Don't tell me it's not on here. Why is that on here? Right, we know I want. It's quiero. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to type it in here now. You can't stop me. Okay, I'll sort that out later with the blue and everything and make sure this hasn't disappeared. She said, go back to here, with a ch in it please. She said, it's sunny. I want to go to the beach. I said, with a ch, dije, but I have to find it, do my homework. But I decided to go to the beach with my mum. But put mi madre in there instead. I can do my homework we've got next year, let's say at the weekend. Okay, good. So what we've got so far is we've got what we were doing with free time. We were doing opinions, and then we were saying what we like. We were also saying about the weather and an if. We were saying what we don't like. And then we were saying what was going to happen at the weekend. Oh, we put in what someone said, didn't we? We had a conversation, again with the weather. What we were going to do, what we decided to do, and then we said what we're going to do next weekend. Okay. We do have on here the verb endings for what was happening and what happened, but we'll do that later. Don't worry about that for now. We will stick to our cheats for I decided and I was going to. Okay, I'm going to do another one and you are going to say the Spanish. Okay, here we go. I love to go to the beach because I can take photos on the cliff. Nice word, acantilado. And this is encima with a th. And I like to walk the dog. Make sure you get this E, it's pasear. But if it rains, I prefer, you found it quicker than me, to play on the arcades. That's a k, like ¿qué tal? Jugar en las maquinitas. There was one person, when we had the Spanish exchange last year, they took their Spanish person to the arcades, you know, the little 2p things. And then the Spanish person, when they all met up again, was, the weekend, you'll never guess, they took me to a casino. Anyway, I prefer jugar en las maquinitas. Okay, now we're going to do the same as before. For example, 2 years ago, make sure it's a th in hace, I was going to go to the beach with my friends, but it was raining, that one. That's a y, double L, your via. So I decided to do my homework. Look at how we're doing it. Well done for doing the Spanish, by the way. We're not using many of these at all. We're trying to stick to 1 or 2 or 3. Probably 2 good ones and 1 contrasting, but I don't want to 1, or was going to 1. So what we're trying to do is use as many of these as possible. these as and when they're necessary, and only a few of these. One, because that's what keeps it logical and makes it an actual story, so it develops on from what you're saying, doesn't jump to random other stuff we've not even mentioned. And two, because it makes it easy, you just stick to what you're saying. Three, because it forces you to go explore as many of these as possible. I like to play tennis, I want to play tennis. We did with free time, didn't we? I'm going to, I have to, I can. And also because then you'll carry on in your next question or your next paragraph if you're writing it and talk about some of the other aspects. Once you've done one, the others are easy. Okay, for today, I'm going to send you back now to show my homework to see what your teacher wants you to write down. Next lesson, we're going to be looking at what to do with these endings for I swam, I was swimming. And the same here. If this one is was-ing, for ER verbs, this is going to be I was eating. But also, I was writing, you just do the ending. This is I ate. If you want to do I wrote, just do that to the ending, but that's next lesson. Okay, good. Well done for speaking Spanish. You're going to do some writing now. Again, on these going to the beach stories.